This is unexpected, bizarre. I don't think anyone saw this one coming, so let's just jump into it. Spire Motorsports and crew chief Rodney Childers are parting ways, according to sources briefed on the situation but not authorized to speak publicly. A shocking move that abruptly ends a short tenure for the championship-winning Cup Series crew chief who joined the NASCAR team just this season. No reason was given why Childers is leaving Spire, where he served as crew chief for driver Justin Haley in the number 7 team. Haley sits 23rd in points through 9 races with one top 10 finish. And then later in this article from Jordan Bianchi, it says, Spire and Childers did not immediately respond to separate requests for comments. But I think I saw somewhere that maybe it was in this article that there's a press conference expected or an announcement later today. Spire has several candidates within the organization to replace Childers on an interim basis. The 2 leading candidates are Ryan Sparks, who previously served as crew chief for the number 7 team before giving way to Childers to focus on his role as Spire's competition director, and Matt McCall, who had previously worked as crew chief for both RFK Racing and Chip Ganassi Racing before joining Spire in the offseason as its director of vehicle performance. So yeah, where in the world did this come from? What happened here? This is really weird, unnormal. Abnormal, I guess would be a better word. What? I don't know why. I don't know if Rodney Childers just left. I don't know if there's some issue we don't know about, if there's some tension somewhere. This is really weird, okay? If this was like over a year and a half, 2 years, whatever, and he just I'm out, it's like, okay, at least he spent some time. This is a quarter of a way into his first season at Spire. And it's not like him and the 7 team have been doing terrible. They got a top 10 at Bristol, a top 10 at Homestead. They have top 15s at Bristol, Vegas, some other good results, 16th at Coda. Like, they're not doing terrible. And when you compare them to their teammates, McDowell is leading the Spire cars. They're all within a close point range. McDowell is currently 19th in the points, and he only has a 10-point gap on Haley, who Rodney Childers is the crew chief for. And Haley has a 7-point gap to Hocevar. So they're all running about the same area. There were a lot of high expectations for Spire this year with the changes like Rodney Childers, bringing in Michael McDowell and Travis Peterson. And, there was a lot of hope around this team, but they haven't done horrible, and there's been no glaring issues, but a quarter into the season together, Childers is out. Childers is one of the most successful crew chiefs on the Cup Series grid right now. He has a 30-plus wins, I think. He won a championship with Kevin Harvick back in 2014. When it was announced that Stewart-Haas Racing was going to be shutting down, yes, the drivers are considered some of the most valuable assets in the public eye, but Rodney Childers was the next best thing. He was the highest valued prospect. Would prospect be? He was the highest valued piece of Stewart-Haas Racing for other teams to go and try to acquire. And when Spire picked him up, that was a huge deal. That was a huge news story. It was considered, a great get for Spire Motorsports. And now, a quarter away into the season, he's out. He's gone. They parted ways is the terminology that's being used. So I don't know if mutual is the right word because it's so abrupt and it's so sudden and the timing of it is just really odd. But it's weird. I'm curious to see if more information comes out on what happened or why he's leaving Spire. But then the next question is, he's a free agent again now. Just a few months after his first free agency, he's a free agent again. So does he go somewhere else this year? Does he take the rest of the calendar year off and kind of just mentally prepare for 2026? And if so, where does he go? When this report first came out, all these other teams or all these other fans of teams, they were all saying they wanted Rodney Childers, whether it was a RCR, Hendrick Motorsports, RFK, Trackhouse, you name the team. They wanted Rodney Childers. And some other things that have happened this year, in the short 9-race span, it's a new driver at the number 7 car. Now, albeit he did get a few races last year because of the whole trade with LaJoie to Rick Ware, and then you got Justin Haley at the 7. So this whole team is completely new. You got a new driver in Justin Haley. You got Rodney Childers, who's new to the organization, a new crew chief. And then, just a few weeks ago, it was announced that the pit crew had been switched. The number 7 Spire pit crew, they had been sent to the number 5. The number 5 Hendrick Motorsports pit crew, they had been sent to the Spire number 7. So that was a very sudden change. I think the car chief of the number 7 left for Joe Gibbs Racing. So when you had a brand new team together at the beginning of the season, in every single aspect, within a quarter of the season, the driver is the only thing that's the same. Maybe there's some engineers that are still the same, but the pit crew, completely different pit crew. Now the crew chief, completely different. And they could go back to the previous crew chief from last year, but still, it's a completely different dynamic. Everything has changed on this number 7 car. It's shocking. It's sudden. I don't know what happened here. It's bizarre. It truly is. I don't know what Rodney Childers is going to do next. But as I said, this is a really weird situation here just because of the timing, the suddenness, the abruptness. I don't know what to think because this is a pretty shocking news story and the timing of it, and there was no big signs. Like, if Justin Haley was running 35th in points right now and their best finish on the season was 23rd. The cars were terrible. There was some internal tension that had been made public, and it was like, okay, we could have seen this coming maybe. No, there was no issues that I saw at least, so just weird. We now have a statement from Spire Motorsports leadership Jeff Dickerson. NASCAR is an ever-evolving sport, and the path to improvement isn't always comfortable. The break in the Cup Series schedule gave us a chance to evaluate where we are as a program. We took the opportunity to discuss the best paths forward for everyone involved, and the team and Rodney agreed that it would be best for us to part ways. Rodney has worked at the highest level of our sport for 20 years, and he knows what it takes to win championships. With that in mind, we collectively acknowledge challenges with the team dynamic. Having the right combination of talent is just as important as the results on track. As we move in a new direction, it is not lost on us that Rodney has been an invaluable asset to our organization, as he will continue to be for others in this sport. Okay. I'm still confused. A quarter of a season. This is like Liam Lawson at Red Bull. Maybe that's not a fair comparison, but the point being that it's such a quick separation. Like, I'm blown away. I don't know, man. Just a bizarre situation here. So, yeah. Let me know what your thoughts are, but just a super sudden change in Spire Motorsports. Rodney Childers once again becomes a free agent. He will be a heavily recruited free agent at that. So it's going to be a big story once again for the second consecutive season. It's going to be a big deal wherever he lands. Big team, small team, medium team, wherever he ends up, it's going to be a big deal. And this partnership shockingly coming to an end. So let me know what your thoughts are. What is going to happen with this number 7 car? Everything has changed about it, and it's only been a quarter of the season. Who's going to take over as crew chief there eventually? Where does Rodney Childers end up? This is just a very shocking story. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one with whatever NASCAR news comes out. And we got Talladega this weekend.